How we doing?
John, overall thoughts on getting a tough win on the road?
It's a big-time win. A competitive game, hell of a performance by the defense and how they played and how they were able to find a way to gut that out and make plays when we needed it the most. It's a really good opponent over there. Tons of respect for him, but I just think for us to come out here and play with good mentality overall. Yeah. Obviously, having having clinched and having the opportunity to go play in a tournament, having that already sealed, this game wasn't about anything more than just going out here and playing and playing with mentality. So, glad to find a win.
What do you make of the disparity offensively from the first half to the second half?
I think we got into a good rhythm and good groove. We're able to move the ball down the field in the first half, and in the second half, a lot of things that I have to watch the tape on to be able to pinpoint. Obviously, maintaining aggression is one thing, and maintaining rhythmic ball play, then just going out there and executing ultimately. So you always look yourselves in the mirror with that.
Your coach talked about the winning the turnover battle, and there seems to be a discipline to this offense in maintaining that. Maybe almost conservative to not turn the ball over. Not turn the ball over. Your record is outrageous over the last 5 years. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, I don't think it's a conservative thing to have good ball security and be mindful that the turnover margin directly correlates with winning. That's a truth. That's the truth of the game, and that's a well-known fact of what we've been able to do and how we've been able to play over the last 5 years collectively. So it's an important thing, and obviously every team is different. So for us, that is an important thing, and then being able to stay on rhythm, stay in good sequencing, and go out there and move the ball down the field, is important too, and that's something we're continuing to grow in, and I think as I look at it, I have to watch the film to dig into anything else other than that, but specifically as good as we've been in the red zone, and then to get to the red zone and have opportunities to score and not, or, Jake, definitely showed up and made some big-time kicks. So a lot of credit to him on those, putting some points on the board. But obviously, anytime we get in the red zone, you take pride in scoring.
Where do you see where the offense is, right now, heading into the playoffs, starting up in less than 2
We still got one more game.
Yeah. But, are you pretty confident where the offense is, heading?
Yeah, very confident.
And what makes it so like that?
The guys that we have and everything that we know we're capable of and the things that we can control.
When you see the defense playing at this level, how does that influence your decision making?
I go out there and play the game. I just go out there and play the game. Obviously, it's when I speak towards every team being different, the flow of the game is different, and there are things that you're mindful of as a quarterback, but there are also things that you're coached not to worry about because Coach Sirianni is going to go out there and manage the game as he sees fit. And so I'm always remaining coachable in those things and doing as I'm told and as I've said, trying to do whatever it takes to win while being mindful of all of those things.
You said you still have one more game. Are you viewing it like you'll play next week? Are you viewing it like this is the last time you'll play before the postseason?
Absolutely.
You're viewing
Absolutely, yes. Looking forward to the opportunity. Obviously, it's above my control. I think you asked me something similar to that. Yeah. It's my approach.
You look at this offense getting 13 points. You go into halftime and have that little lead. How much do you have the confidence with this defense that that's going to be enough when you give them a little cushion like that in the second half?
I think competitively, you don't think of it that way. I think competitively, as a unit on offense, you want to go out there and try and end things on your terms. And I feel like that's been something that I've talked about in spurts. We've had opportunities to finish games, with the ball in our hands, and then we've had opportunities where we haven't. And today was a game where we didn't finish the way we would have liked to finish, regardless of how the flow of the game goes. When you have an opportunity to close it, whether it's for a victory, whether it's for a kind of 4-minute mode, you want to do that. And so that's something that we'll all learn from and, take the coaching as we go.
With that mindset, what the 2-point try fails, what's the emotion? Is it relief? What is it?
I mean, it's not in our control. It's not in our control. I think reflecting on that is just a matter of how we can improve, right or wrong, regardless of the outcome. And so, obviously, I got a ton of trust in us as a team. I got a ton of trust in us as a unit to continue to grow forward and build and improve. Today was a game where, it ended the way it went the way it went and flowed the way it flowed, and defense played a hell of a game. They played as a true unit and were able to go out there and play and click.
Did they stack the box a little more to stop the run in the second half?
No, not necessarily. Saw some more man coverage on early downs in the second half. So I think for us moving forward, just how do we manage, how do we approach, and how do we attack it?
Time for 2 more.
In talking to us, Nick said his message was that it doesn't matter if it's 64-63 or 2-0. It's just winning. Is that what you view this as well?
I've always viewed it that way. That's not changing. That won't change, regardless of what's going on. It won't change. It's about winning and finding ways to win. And you obviously competitively rejoice in the wins afterwards. You also have this competitive side where you're trying to improve and trying to be the best you can be as well. So that's where we are. That's where I am as a leader. That's where I am as a quarterback. And obviously, be very critical of yourself. Everybody has that mentality on this team. I think that's one of the more fortunate things for us is everybody's eager to grow and everybody's hungry to learn. And so, Coach Sirianni's going to look at it the same way, and so will I.
It seemed like you made some checks in the first half. Were you doing more of that this game for whatever the reason, or was that not the case?
No, I just going out there executing the plays as they were called.
Okay. Thanks, Joe.
Thank you.